city of Nineveh stood vast and crowded with people. Its people lived in arrogance and disbelief. They worshipped idols and ignored the truth. So Allah chose a prophet from among them. That prophet was Yunus, son of Matta. He was sent to guide them to faith. He walked among them with wisdom. He spoke of the oneness of Allah. He warned them of living in sin. He urged them toward righteousness, but they mocked his words. They dismissed his warnings. They claimed he was only a man. They refused to believe him. Yet Yunus continued to call them. Day after day he invited them. He hoped their hearts would soften. He wished for their salvation. But they grew more stubborn, and their hearts became harder. Yunus felt sorrow in his soul. He feared for their fate. He warned them of punishment. But they laughed at him. They accused him of lying. Yunus grew weary of their rejection. Despair crept into his heart. He felt they would never believe. In frustration, he left them. He departed without Allah's permission. He walked away from Nineveh. He followed the desert path. He turned his back on his people. He sought a place of peace. He felt defeated and burdened. Meanwhile, signs of punishment came. Dark clouds filled the sky. Winds roared fiercely. The people trembled with fear. They remembered Yunus's warnings. Panic spread among them. Their arrogance melted away. Their hearts opened to the truth. They gathered together in repentance. They raised their hands in prayer. They begged Allah for forgiveness. They cried sincerely. Their tears soaked the earth. Their voices filled the heavens. Allah accepted their repentance. The punishment was withdrawn. Mercy replaced fear. Peace returned to Nineveh. But Yunus did not see this. He had already left far behind. He reached the shore of a vast sea. Boats swayed gently in the water. Fishermen prepared their vessels. Yunus sought passage on a ship. The sailors welcomed him aboard. The ship sailed into open waters. The waves sparkled beneath the sun. The winds were calm and soothing. Everyone felt safe and relieved. But soon clouds gathered again. The sea began to rumble. Thunder struck fiercely. Winds whipped the sails violently. The ship rocked dangerously. The sailors panicked instantly. Water flooded onto the deck. The boat felt heavy and unstable. The storm grew worse by the second. The sailors believed someone aboard was guilty of disobedience. They drew lots to determine the guilty one. The lot fell on Yunus. They were shocked and repeated the draw. Again, it fell on Yunus. A third time confirmed it. Yunus understood the sign. He knew he had left without Allah's command. He felt guilt and responsibility. He stepped toward the edge of the ship. The sailors hesitated to let him go, but the storm intensified. The waves towered over them. Yunus prepared his heart. He whispered words of surrender. Then he leaped into the raging sea. The waters consumed him instantly. Darkness surrounded him from every side. The storm swallowed the horizon. Beneath the surface, silence reigned. Yunus sank deeper and deeper. But Allah commanded a great fish. The fish approached swiftly. With divine order, it opened its mouth. It swallowed Yunus gently, not to harm him, but to protect him. Yunus found himself inside its belly. Darkness surrounded him completely. Layers of darkness engulfed him. The darkness of the sea, the darkness of the night, the darkness of the fish's belly. Yunus felt utterly alone. He could not move freely. He could not see anything. He could only think and pray. He realized his mistake deeply. He acknowledged his impatience. He regretted leaving his people. His heart filled with humility. His soul trembled with truth. He cried out to Allah. He recited a timeless prayer. There is no God but you. Glory be to you. Truly, I was among the wrongdoers. His voice echoed in the darkness. His tears mingled with his words. His heart pleaded desperately. He repeated the prayer again and again without stopping. Angels heard his supplication. They recognized his voice. They said, "This is a familiar voice, a voice we used to hear in worship." They asked Allah to help him. Allah accepted Yunus's repentance. Allah answered his prayer. Allah ordered the fish to release him. The fish swam toward the shore. It rose to the surface gently. It opened its mouth and placed Yunus upon the sand. He lay weak and exhausted. His skin was delicate and sore. The sun burned his body harshly, but Allah nurtured him with mercy. A plant grew beside him. Its leaves were large and comforting. It shaded him from the scorching heat. Its presence soothed him deeply. He rested beneath its shadow. He regained strength gradually. His heart overflowed with gratitude. He praised Allah continuously. Every breath was a blessing. Every moment was me. And so life in Nineveh continued to blossom after the great repentance that had saved the city from destruction. The people lived with a new sense of awareness, a deeper understanding of mercy, and a profound respect for their prophet, who had passed through darkness and emerged with wisdom that touched every soul who met him. Prophet Yunus would often walk through the streets of Nineveh and observe the transformation with a quiet smile. The same streets that once echoed with stubbornness and refusal were now filled with gentle greetings, acts of charity, and heart softened by faith. Children played without fear, families supported one another, and communities cared for the weak and the poor. Those who once mocked him now learned eagerly at his feet, soaking in every word he shared. At times, Yunus would retreat to a quiet place by the river, where the sound of flowing water reminded him of the pulse of life that Allah preserves even in the darkest moments. Sitting beneath the shade of trees, he reflected on the vastness of mercy. Memories of the suffocating darkness inside the belly of the fish would come back to him, not as a source of fear, but as a reminder of closeness to Allah that few ever experience. The stillness, the silence, the weight of regret, and above all, the absolute surrender, these were etched into his heart forever. He remembered the moment he uttered his timeless supplication, a prayer that would one day guide millions of believers. There is no deity except you. Glory be to you. Truly, I was among the wrongdoers. In that moment of utter helplessness, he discovered a truth so powerful that it lifted him from despair into hope, from imprisonment into freedom, from darkness into radiant light. The people of Nineveh noticed that Prophet Yunus carried a gentle peace about him, as though he had returned from a journey, not just of distance, but of the soul. His advice came with compassion, his guidance with patience, his reminders with tenderness. He no longer held frustration toward those who had once rejected him. Instead, he saw in them reflections of his own journey, people learning, stumbling, and rising again. Seasons passed. Crops flourished under the blessing of rain. Families grew, and the city prospered in ways it never had before. Travelers from distant lands came to Nineveh, curious about a city that had changed so drastically. They listened to the story of how an entire nation repented sincerely, and how their prophet had been swallowed by a great fish, yet survived against all odds. Many left with strengthened hearts, carrying the lesson of Yunus across lands and generations. Prophet Yunus spent his days teaching not only the laws of faith, but also its tenderness, the importance of humility, the beauty of gratitude, the healing power of repentance, and the endless reach of divine mercy, he reminded them that faith was not only in rituals, but in character, kindness, honesty, and compassion. But even as Nineveh grew strong, Yunus felt a longing inside him. Prophets were shepherds of hearts, but they were also wanderers for the sake of truth. He knew that his message would one day extend beyond the borders of his city. One morning, before the sun had risen, he prayed for guidance. He asked Allah whether his mission in Nineveh had reached its completion, and whether the world beyond awaited his words and his lessons. In the stillness of dawn, his heart received clarity. It was time to travel again, not out of frustration as before, but out of purpose. He gathered the people of Nineveh and stood before them, not as a warning voice carrying the shadow of destruction, but as a beloved teacher whose presence brought comfort. He told them that they had matured in faith, that their hearts had grown firm, and that their city could guide itself with the knowledge Allah had given them. Tears filled the eyes of many, for they loved Yunus deeply. They did not want him to leave, yet they understood that prophets follow the path set for them by their Creator. He blessed them, prayed for them, and reminded them to hold on to the mercy that had saved them. As he walked away from the city, people watched with a mixture of sadness and pride, knowing they had once driven him away, but were now seeing him off, with love and gratitude. Yunus traveled through deserts, crossed mountains, and entered new lands. Everywhere he went, he carried with him the lessons carved into his soul by the darkness of the fish and the mercy that had rescued him. He met people who were lost, burdened by regrets, or overwhelmed by their mistakes. To each of them, he shared the prayer that had saved his life, explaining that no heart is too distant for Allah to reach.